The retail industry is going through a huge disruption right now.
We're in the fourth industrial revolution. This is the data revolution.
There's a lot of disruption, obviously. Is brick and mortar dead? Is it stalled? Is everyone just going online? And the answer is somewhere in between.
It's a sea change from fundamentally around how customers buy, to how stores operate, to how employees work with customers.
There's fashion retail, there's big ticket retail, there's food, it's all over the place. And each one of those has a very different problem to solve.
One of the most interesting things that we are seeing today are millennials and Gen Z. Both of these groups are actually part of the disruption, and they're very driven by what's happening on social media, using their mobile devices, all driven by technology.
Digital is really changing how retail operates. As a result, you need to have a unified model that connects to all of these different channels and allows the customer to buy what they want, when they want, how they want.
Technology is also providing very exciting innovation as to how we can really touch consumers in a different way.
So if you're a retailer, the number one thing to focus on is really deep customer insights based off of data.
The retailers that are leading the pack are now having data systems and cloud presence to run machine learning on that data and to analyze the data in ways that help them predict what the customers want.
And the advantages are increased margins, increased inventory turnover, increased sales growth overall, and being able to focus. You can't invest in everything, so you need to invest where it counts.
The other thing is going forward, the stores will become just one channel, but it's really a place to go to experience the brand.
People want to go back to that personal experience, and technology is allowing that. Virtual assistants and chatbots are providing that personal experience that says, I'm here for you, I'll help you through this journey.
The introduction of the cloud, we now have the fabric to kind of stitch all these technologies together and provide a more end-to-end solution for a consumer that can be more intimate and personalized towards them.
And in order to be viable and in order to grow, we need to be able to be very, very flexible, change very, very quickly, be able to have platforms and tools and processes that can adapt to changing business environments.
There's all of these different business models that are coming out that are new emerging threats in the way that people are doing business. This model is changing, and whoever figures out how to do this in a new and cool way to really understand how to tackle that customer experience and what the customer today wants is going to be the one that is successful in that space.
The Microsoft services can help organizations take advantage of all of these different tools and products to really interact with customers in new and exciting ways.
Let us come in and help lead that path for you, for your customers, for our customers to achieve more. It's very simple.
Hello everyone. We are here with Nina Lund and Professor Daniele Tirelli. If you want to introduce yourselves.
Thank you. My name is Nina Lund. I am the Retail and Consumer Packaged Goods Regional Lead for EMEA at Microsoft.
Hi, I'm Daniele Tirelli, and I'm the President of the Retail Institute. And by the side, I'm also Professor of the University.
All right, so we're going to start with you, Professor Daniele Tirelli. And we would like from you to get an overview about your last survey, and specifically the survey you did regarding the retail sector and the digital transformation.
Yes, we have been asked by Microsoft to make a survey among the entrepreneur and the manager of many Italian companies, and we obtained 100 answers, and this survey result to be very interesting indeed. Generally, we can say that the problem of the digital transformation is now very popular, and the 84% of the interview manager and entrepreneur are involved in this digital transformation. A part of them, nearly 1 on 4, have already started this digital transformation in the last 2 or 5 years. We have also 20% of companies which are cloud-born, and they are very new startup, and so for them it's natural to operate and acting inside this new environment. And the main result concerning the advantages of the digital transformation concern, first of all, the productivity of retail. With productivity, we means all the operation that are behind the final stage of the selling process. I think that this is very important because sometimes we pay attention to the relationship with the customer and the clients. Meanwhile, there are unsolved problems in logistics, in the codification of all the merchandise. We are talking about a very complex system, and some part of the retail is more complex than the other part. Referring to the supermarket, for instance, to the grocery, certainly we have a complexity which is higher than the complexity of the luxury shop and some other sector. This is because, of course, the human behavior and the customer behavior is very complex. I like a definition of which sound like this. Today, consumers are demanding beasts that what they want, and they want all that immediately. I think this is the new approach to interface the customer by means all the new application that we know, and above all the application that will come in the next future and that we cannot yet imagine.
Thank you, Professor Tirelli. So now that we got such very interesting insights about the retail industry, we would like to know what's your point of view or your feedback about how Microsoft could, let's say, support and empower our customers in the companies in the retail industry.
Yes, indeed. Microsoft's mission is to enable productivity. And that whether you're at work or living your life. And what I found extremely interesting in the study that Professor Tirelli and the Retail Institute here in Italy carried out was that productivity was the #1 concern of retail. And so Microsoft cares very deeply about the success of its customers. In the retail space, the one forgotten area for a long, long time has been the store worker. And so typically we are getting a lot of interest to enable that productivity also for the store workers, so the people who are actually meeting the customer in the very last centimeters of the transaction, the selling transaction. And we see a lot of retailers adopting this productivity philosophy to empower their store workers, to enable them to do more, to help the retailer sell more. It also helps them on their private matters in productivity. They can receive emails, they can receive communications from the headquarters, and actually it is a tool also for talent retention and attraction, because those retailers who empower digitally their store workers are seen to be connected and more modern. So it can help to reduce the talent churn at a retailer. And we know that that's a pain point for many retailers, that they lose the talent very quickly, sometimes from the shop floor. In addition to productivity, we care very deeply also about enabling our retailer community to understand where technology is going. And we can help our customers to tap into Microsoft's tremendous R&D efforts and scale to understand where will technology go in the future. One of those key elements of that future is going to be thinking about data, thinking about a data strategy. Microsoft can't write our customers' data strategy for them, but we can help them to think about how to view the possibility, the art of the possible with data. And finally, it needs to be said that Microsoft is very, very dependent on its partner ecosystem. So while we have technological platforms that we propose to our enterprise customers, we recognize every day the importance of our partner ecosystem. And we have very many partners in the retail sector who build out deeply verticalized solutions on our technologies. And so our job is also to guide our customers in the retail sector to understand the breadth of that partner ecosystem so that they can achieve more.
Perfect, thank you, Nina. Another important topic we would like to get to know a little bit more deeper is GDPR. So, how, in your opinion, Microsoft could support companies, again in the retail sector, to deal with GDPR? This very important topic starting from next year.
Indeed, it's a very, very important topic, and it's top of mind for many.
Yes.
Most retailers have by now sorted out their GDPR compliance because we're 6 months away from the implementation of the regulation in the EU. So the conversations that we're having, of course, are around that. What is the readiness? How are you maturing the readiness on GDPR? Let's be very clear. Technology cannot absolve you from your need to be compliant with GDPR if you're selling products and collecting consumer data in the European Union. That's absolutely the case. But you can delegate certain things to technology that can help you to be compliant through technology. So one example of that is our latest technology on our productivity stack, where, again, by deploying those elements, you can actually delegate some of the pieces because Microsoft have taken the requirements that are written in the GDPR and built those into the architecture of our productivity solution. So again, that is a way that we can partner and help technology help you to be compliant on GDPR.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.